overthinking embarrassing moments, replaying awkward conversations, or repeatedly thinking about things you wish you had said differently, can leave the mind feeling emotionally stuck and mentally exhausted. Sometimes, even small social interactions can continue echoing inside the mind long after they have passed. And the more we replay them, the harder it can feel to let them go. Here is my heart room, a space designed to help you gently step away from mental replaying, soften self-judgment, and reconnect with a sense of emotional safety. Research on rumination suggests that repetitive thinking can keep the mind mentally active, especially during quiet moments. Often, the brain is not trying to hurt you. It is trying to protect you from future discomfort, embarrassment, or rejection. And so the brain begins replaying moments, things we said, things we wish we had said differently, small social interactions that suddenly feel much bigger inside the mind. But right now, you do not need to solve the memory. You do not need to force the thought away, judge yourself, or keep mentally reviewing the moment again and again. For this moment, this is simply a space to let the nervous system slow down, to soften the mind, and to gently step out of the replay loop. Even for a little while, you are allowed to pause, even if your mind has been holding on to uncomfortable memories. Sometimes, when the mind keeps replaying embarrassing moments, attention slowly becomes pulled away from the present moment and trapped inside loops of memory, analysis, and self-judgment. The brain begins focusing so intensely on what happened that even small social moments can start feeling emotionally overwhelming inside the mind. And when this happens repeatedly, the nervous system may stay mentally alert, as if the situation is still happening right now. So in this part of the meditation, we are not trying to force the thoughts away, erase the memory, or pretend the feelings do not exist. Instead, this is a gentle practice of slowing cognitive activity, reconnecting with the body, and helping the mind step away from the replay loop. Little by little, begin by simply noticing your breathing, not controlling it perfectly, not forcing yourself to relax. Just observing the natural rhythm already there. A slow inhale and a slow exhale. Allow the breath to become slightly softer, slightly steadier, at its own pace. Notice the support beneath your body, the feeling of the chair, the bed, or the ground holding you up. Notice the weight of your hands, the position of your shoulders, the gentle movement of your chest rising and falling. As attention slowly returns to physical sensations, the nervous system can begin recognizing that the moment has already passed. The conversation is over. The interaction is no longer happening. Your mind does not need to keep carrying the situation repeatedly through the body. Allow the jaw to soften slightly, the muscles around the eyes to relax, the forehead becoming a little less tense. And if the thoughts return again, that is completely okay. There is no need to fight the thoughts, argue with them, or judge yourself for having them. Simply notice that the mind wandered and gently guide your attention back toward the breath, back toward the body, back toward the present moment. Each slow breath becoming a small reminder that you are here right now, not trapped inside the memory. The mind can hold onto embarrassing memories so tightly that the thoughts begin feeling personal, permanent, or defining. But thoughts are not the same as identity. A memory can exist without becoming who you are. And in this moment, there's no need to force the thoughts away. Fight the memory, or pressure yourself to stop thinking. Instead, we are simply allowing the thoughts to loosen, little by little. Imagine yourself sitting beside a slow, peaceful river. Each thought, each awkward memory, each moment your mind keeps replaying, appearing gently on the surface of the water. No need to push anything away. No need to judge what appears. Simply watching each thought slowly drift past, floating further and further downstream. Some thoughts may return again. That is okay. You do not need to hold on to them so tightly anymore. Allow the mind to observe the thoughts without stepping fully inside them. Like clouds slowly moving across the sky, the memories can pass through awareness without needing to stay. And as the thoughts drift, notice the emotional weight beginning to soften slightly, not because the experience never mattered, but because one awkward moment does not define your worth. One conversation does not define who you are. One memory does not define your entire identity. You are more than a passing thought, more than a moment of embarrassment, more than the stories the mind keeps replaying. Allow each slow breath to create a little more space inside the mind, a little more softness inside the body, a little less emotional pressure around the memory. And if another thought appears, simply notice it, acknowledge it gently, and allow it to continue floating past without needing to chase it, fix it, or relive it again. Allow yourself to settle here for a few more moments, Nothing to solve, nothing to replay, nothing to prove right now. Imagine yourself resting in a quiet, safe space, a place where the mind no longer needs to stay alert, where the body can soften, and where you are allowed to simply exist without judgment. Perhaps the space feels warm, peaceful, and still. Soft light surrounding you gently, the air calm around your body, everything becoming a little quieter inside. And as you rest here, allow yourself to remember something important. Embarrassing moments are part of being human. Every person says things imperfectly sometimes, misreads situations, or carries moments they wish had gone differently. These experiences do not erase your worth. You are still deserving of kindness, patience, understanding, and compassion, including from yourself. The mind may continue learning, growing, and changing, without needing to punish itself endlessly along the way. Allow the shoulders to soften once more, the jaw relaxing gently, the breath becoming slower and steadier. You do not need to carry every memory so heavily. You are allowed to loosen your grip on the moment, allowed to step out of the replay loop, allowed to give your nervous system space to rest. And if difficult thoughts return later, you can meet them gently, without becoming trapped inside them. For now, simply breathe, soften, and remain here in this quiet moment of safety and compassion. That meditation is slowly coming to an end. Take a moment to notice your breathing again, the gentle rhythm of each inhale and each exhale. Notice your body, the space around you, and the sense of calm you have created for yourself here. Even if the mind still feels imperfect sometimes, you do not need to carry every thought so heavily. You are allowed to move forward gently, with more softness toward yourself, and more understanding for your human experiences. There is no need to rush away from this moment. Allow yourself to slowly reconnect with the present environment around you, bringing small movements back into the body if that feels comfortable. And whenever you feel ready, you may slowly open your eyes, carrying with you a little more space inside the mind, a little more calm inside the body, and a reminder that one awkward moment does not define who you are.